it's Sam. So I recently got lip fillers for the very first time, and I briefly mentioned it on my last video, my bra try on haul, but I woke up this morning and I had some major bruising. So I got it done Wednesday morning, it's now Friday morning, and so it's been like a full 48 hours, and I wasn't expecting the amount of bruising that I got. I thought that I would have some bruising like on the lip, but my bruising ended up traveling kind of like down below my lip line and above my lip line, like onto my face. So you could definitely tell without makeup on. And so today I was gonna go ahead and like do it for myself anyway, just because I have to film today and I don't wanna, you know, have a big old bruised lip in my video. So I figured today I would go ahead and share with you guys how to cover up a bruised lip, whether it's from an accident with sports, or, you know, a ball got hit in your face, or elbow got, I know there are a lot of women that play, you know, physical sports, or, you know, you've had lip fillers and you've bruised a little bit more than you expected, or you've just bruised in general. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to still rock a nude lip with a bruised lip. Because the first day I got it, I just popped this on, which this is amazing, you guys. This is the NARS Funky Town, and it is their Power Matte Lip Pigment. Lasts all day, does not transfer, does not budge, does not get on your teeth. It's amazing. It's this really gorgeous hot orange red. However, there might be instances where you don't want to rock a bright red lip, because then it's going to bring even more attention. And so I really wanted to see if I could try and cover it up and still wear my normal nude lip combo, you know, and not have to wear like a really bright color. So today I achieved it. You can't even tell that I'm bruised, and my bruising goes down like below my lip. So I'm just going to go ahead and like walk through the steps of like what you can use to cover up, and this was going to work with any bruising. I also show you how you can cover up your dark circles underneath your eyes. I have been getting a lot more kind of darkness there, just because I have a puppy and I've not slept very well in like however long it's been since I've had her, months. So I have noticed that I've been getting a little bit of dark circles just from like being up with her like numerous times throughout the night, and then she just wakes up super early. And then I have to get up really early for the kids anyway. So I'm just, you know, I'm a mom with a puppy. So this will work on dark circles, melasma. I have melasma that's quite ashy. So any kind of like discoloration that is a little bit more kind of bluish or darkish or muddy or purple toned, this is going to work on, but specifically for bruising on your lips from lip filler or sports accidents, whatever the case may be. I'm going to list everything in the description box below for you guys, exactly what I'm using with the shades that I'm using, and then that way if you guys need to, you know, grab something, then you can do it. I know a lot of people, like if you plan on going and getting lip filler, some people do have to go to work the next day, and so you don't want to show up with like super crazy bruising, or maybe you do, but maybe you're in a job where you can't exactly look all bruised up. So this is going to be the perfect tutorial for you guys, because then you can still go about your regular day. So I hope you guys find this helpful. I'm really happy with my fillers. I just love the way they turned out, and I didn't get very much. I just wanted a little bit of a kind of refresher, just because as I've gotten older, my lips have lost so much volume. I just felt like they always looked really wrinkly and kind of like pursed and tight, and then the angles of my top lip were super sharp, because I have quite a sharp Cupid's bow, and then when it was like straight down, like super angular, there was no roundness to it. It just always made me look like I was angry, or like I was pursing my lips, or I was like super irritated. And I just felt like whenever I looked in the mirror, I'm like, I just feel so like mean looking, like I just look like I'm upset, or I have like RBF all the time. And then also this side of my lip was really a lot like thinner than this side. It was kind of like a little bit like off. And it still is just a tiny little bit. I think we might need to put a little bit more in on this side just to kind of even it out. This is my good side, but it was like quite a drastic, like I could see a huge difference. And it was like, as I'm getting older, I was noticing it more, and it really is just irritating when you're trying to like do your makeup and make it look even, and then you're having to overline this side so much more just to even up with this side. So I basically just did it to kind of correct a little bit more. And then just give me a little bit of hydration is what they call it when they don't do very much. It's just kind of to hydrate the lips. It just makes you look like you got a really good lip gloss on and you're kind of plump and you have, those lines are kind of like not quite as deep and it just looks soft and supple. So I'm really happy. I love the way that they turned out. I'm so happy with the lady who did it. She was so sweet and so careful, and she did a really long consultation in the beginning and sat with me forever and gave me the mirror, and I like sat there and I told her exactly like what I didn't like and what I was hoping for, and she, you know, did her little white pencil. She was really gentle. I had ice packs, I had numbing. Like, it was such a great experience for my first time. So yes, I'm very happy with them. I love them. And I wanted it to be to where it's like, I don't want it to be super noticeable where I'm like, dang, look at those lips, you know, because there are some people that I'm like, wow, that's a lot. I just wanted it to look just like me, but like a little bit better and a little bit fresher and a little bit younger. And I think that that's what I've achieved. I'm really happy. Like, I'm so happy with the way they've turned out. They are a little bit sore. So it's been 48 hours. Like, I still can't really, like, you know, I mean, to do this, yesterday hurt really bad. Not really bad, but like it was a bit sore. Or like to suck on a straw, it was kind of awkward. Today, they're feeling a little bit better. They're still a little bit sore, but not a huge amount. It's just kind of like, something's happened here. Afterwards, it's not painful. I don't want to say it's painful at all. It's painful while you get it done, but it's not painful afterwards. It's just kind of sore. Like you've just been popped in the lip or something. You know, I mean, not that I've ever been popped in the lip, but that's what I'm assuming it would feel like. It just feels a little tender. So now that I've kind of shared a little bit about my experience, we're gonna go on to the next clip. You'll see the bruising and like exactly what it looks like, because the bruising is pretty, I mean, I don't know, I don't have any experience getting lip fillers, but I think it's quite a lot of bruising. But we'll go ahead and get into that clip and you'll see, and then I'll teach you how to cover it. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, click that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload. Give me a thumbs up if you guys found this helpful and enjoyed it. And I think that's about it. I'll see you guys very soon. I love you. Let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. Mwah. Bye. Okay, so I have nothing on. I mean, I have my moisturizer and everything, but as you can see, I've got some pretty intense bruising that's going actually past my lip, so I can't like cover that with lipstick, obviously. And then I have a little bit of bruising that's going up onto my upper lip as well as a pretty good bruise right there, inside there. That side did pretty good. So it's really just this over here that is the worst. So the very first step that we're gonna do is take a little bit of this, and this is a Ultra Wear High Coverage Corrector from Lancome. It's called the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Camouflage, and this is in the color Peach. So you want to get like a peachy tone to get rid of those purpley kind of blue bruises. Okay, I'm just gonna take the tiniest amount, and I'm basically just gonna pat that anywhere that has that kind of discoloration. I have it a little bit in the corner as well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take it right onto my lip as well, just so that when I put down the lipstick, it'll have canceled. I think I have a little bit of bruising right here. As you can see how that's like pretty much already taken it away. I am actually gonna put a little bit of this down here because I have some melasma. Might as well cover that while I'm here. It's very annoying. They have a green one as well, which is great for covering acne. If you have any redness or like, you know, fresh little bumps that you need to cover. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this under the eye as well because I've been getting dark circles. My puppy doesn't want to sleep. So I've been going to bed so early because by the end of the night I'm so tired because she keeps waking up at 5. And then once I'm up, I have a really hard time going back to sleep. So then I feel like I'm just like, by like 8 o'clock, I'm so tired, and then I try to stay awake until like 10 just because I've got stuff to do. But like then I just pass out. And I still am getting a good amount of sleep, but I don't know what it is. So that works great for under eye circles, any kind of darkness that is like bluish or purplish, veins, under eye circles, just anything like that. This is gonna be perfect for you. So next I'm gonna take my sponge that is wet, well it's not wet, it's damp, and my Tarte Found Sealer. This is in the color 42N. And we're just gonna go right on over everything. You're gonna go over the lips and everything with your foundation, and that's just gonna ensure that you have extra coverage so that whatever lip color you put on, nothing is gonna come through. So by putting that peach underneath, it just corrects it, and then it gives it like a really nice, even base for your foundation to go over. Okay, and basically like that's really all you're gonna do. You're gonna set like you normally would. So I'll just go ahead and like finish off my little foundation routine. I'm just using my Milk Makeup Concealer. This is the Flex Concealer. It's super good. I really like it. It's basically all about getting the peach corrector. You can really follow up with any products after that as long as you are wearing like a full coverage foundation. But the key is the peach, just to cancel out those unwanted blue and purple tones. Normally I don't put my foundation all over my lips just because I find that it tends to give you that white line, but in this case, oh, I forgot to do my nose. I am, just because I want to, like, I don't want anything to come through because those bruises are quite dark. You can always do a darker color. Like I wore red lipstick the first day just because I didn't have any makeup on and I just wanted to throw something on as the bruising was coming. And that worked really well, but you could still kind of see the bruising once it started getting really dark. But now I have the bruising like all the way on my my chin as well as on my upper lip. So I can't exactly put red lipstick up there, you know. So then for my under eyes, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Urban Decay, the Ultimate Brush Off Set and Go One and Done. I love this powder. This is in the color Fair, and I just really enjoy it. I think it looks so pretty. It really does a good job of like filling in your pores and fine lines and just setting really nicely. And I'm just using a Luxie 742 blusher brush. And I basically just pat just like that. This just like fills in all of your pores. I tried it without the other day. I just wanted to see, because I used to just wear foundation without any setting powder. And I just wanted to like give it a go just to see like what I was doing all those years ago and if I still liked it. And my pores literally looked so massive that like half an hour into the day I was like, oh, forget this. And I had to go powder because I was like, my pores look like they're trying to open up and swallow a person. They looked so big. If you find the right powder, because I know a lot of people do tend to stay away from powder as they get older because they are concerned that it's gonna make them look older or drier. But I've noticed as I've gotten older, my actual pores have gotten a lot bigger, and that is a bummer. And so, you know, not only are you having to deal with fine lines and wrinkles, but then you have to worry about bigger pores. And I just feel like without setting something in them, they really just get enhanced by foundation. If you haven't tried powder and you are feeling like your pores are starting to get a little bigger, or you're just, you know, noticing that everything just doesn't look quite as smooth, try out this powder. I am just gonna brighten my under eye just a little bit with my Ben Nye Super White. I feel like I just cannot get away from doing this step anymore. Without it, I'm so used to it that I feel like really dark and like tired under there. Okay, and then my final powder is just the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I feel like I'm losing my voice. What the heck? I am not sick right now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that all over my face. This just kind of adds a little tiny bit of coverage, and then it just ensures that like all of my makeup is set. It also makes it so that you don't have any like harsh lines when you are gonna do your bronzer. I've gone back to my NARS because I finished up with my Too Faced, that peacock one. This is the Laguna, which I'm almost out of as well. I almost ran out of this, so then I got the new one of the Too Faced, and then I ran out of that one, so now I'm back to like using up the rest of this one. I can't decide which one I like better, because sometimes when I wear the NARS, I'm like, you know what, I kind of miss wearing the Too Faced, so I don't know, maybe I like the Too Faced more. I feel like sometimes this one looks a little bit muddy after wearing the Too Faced, because the Too Faced one is quite warm, and I tend to pull a little bit ashy with my skin anyway, for some reason. But this one is quite good. I mean, it is quite intense. And then I'm just gonna contour my nose just a little bit. Okay, then I'm gonna apply my blush. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. I've baked, and I kind of like leave out this area because that's where I have a lot of like lines and texture, and it tends to look a little bit more not good that way. I am not gonna take away this concealer just because that's gonna take away the cover up as far as the bruising goes. Normally I would take away whatever was left on my lips, but in this case, we're not going to. I just put a tiny little bit of lip gloss, but do you see how that's already poking through? So I think we're gonna have to add just a little bit more because that lip gloss disrupted it. So I'm gonna go in with 2 liners. Now I'm going to attempt to do my normal nude lip. I really just wanna see if I can pull it off. So let's just see. The first one I'm gonna take is the Steve Laurent lip liner in the color Vogue. And where the bruising is, I'm paying extra close attention to those areas just so that I'm adding a little bit more of that lip liner. Then I'm gonna layer over it with the Lord & Berry Nude. This is number 3035 lip liner. Again, concentrating where I was a little bit more bruised. And then I'm gonna go in with the IGXO Maxine lip gloss. This is the color that I created with them, but it's really opaque. It should be opaque enough to make sure that nothing is gonna show through. And honestly, we've concealed so well, I don't think anything will at this point. I'm almost out of mine. I use it so much. It's lasted a really long time though. I feel like you don't need a whole lot of product because it's so opaque. Because it's lasted me months. Like, I don't remember when I launched this, but I think it was sometime in the winter. Okay, and then just for extra shine, I just got this in my BoxyCharm. It's the Iconic London Lip Plumping Gloss in Nearly Nude. It's so yummy. It smells like toothpaste. It's minty. It's got a little bit more of a peachy tone to it, like more warm kind of nude peach, whereas mine is more of a pinky peach. I'm gonna dust away my bake. Then I'm gonna set my face with the Doll 10 Skin Reviving Setting Mist. While that's drying, I'll just tell you what I used for my eyes. This is the Color Pop. It's the new palette from them. I don't know which one it's called, but it just looks like this. It's their newest one. It's like pressed shadows. And I used this color right here, which is called IOU. So I did IOU, and then Wake Up Call, which is, where is it? Right there. I mixed those together. Then I followed in the crease with this. This one is called Conundrum, right there. Then I added this in the crease, which is called Feathered, a little bit deeper. Then I added this one right here in the crease on the top of that, which is called Imperial. And then I followed with that one on the lid, and this one is called Mr. Sandman. So those are all of the shades that I used, and I love how it turned out. It's so beautiful. If you like those kind of purpley tones, I think it's really gorgeous. It's very jewel-like. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my highlight. I'm just taking my Moonplay Cosmetics Vow. I'm just gonna pop that right there. And a little bit right there. And a little bit right in the center. And then lately, whatever is left on the brush, I do take it all the way down into this section. I don't ever put it when there's fresh powder, but just a little bit underneath there, kind of like brightens it a little bit and just makes it look really pretty when you go out in the sun. And I usually have to go back in and add a little bit more blush after all of the baking and everything. Okay guys, so there is the finished look. You guys can see very minimal bruising. Let me just darken it up so look, we can really get a good look. So if you really looked, you can see a little tiny bit, but it's not noticeable at all. Like if you're just standing from this angle, there's no way that you would see that there's a bruise there, because there is a bruise here and a bruise here, but I feel like we covered it pretty darn well. You can see that little bit if I tilt my head, but from just like sitting here talking, I don't think anyone would notice. There you go. I hope you guys found that helpful. I mean, it's not every day that you have like lip bruising, and let's hope you only have it from lip filler, because I would hate for it to be another reason. But sometimes there are situations you might fall, maybe you're into sports, you get hit in the face with a ball or an elbow on accident or something like that. I mean, there are instances in people's lives where they might just wind up with a little bit of a fat lip or a bruised lip. And then of course there's so many people getting lip fillers nowadays. I didn't realize I was gonna bruise that much. Like that was the first time I've ever had lip fillers. So for me, I was like, oh, I'll just be like, the next day I'll have big plump lips. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh cool, I have like bruising going down my face. So I just figured it would be kind of a helpful tutorial since I was gonna do it anyway. Now you guys know, if you get lip fillers and you get some bruising like I did, I was assuming that if it was gonna bruise, it would just be sticking on the lip. I didn't realize it was gonna come down my face or like up onto my skin other than my lips. So I'm really glad that now I have experienced this so that I can share with you guys how to cover it up if you need to. So I'm really happy with them. I think they are gorgeous. I'm pretty sure they're not swollen anymore. Like I think this is probably what they're gonna look like. I might go in just for a little bit more right here, because I feel like this side seemed, because she did this one first and then obviously it swelled up, so then she did this side to match this side, but I think because this one was so swollen, I might have a little bit more on this side than I do on this side, and this is my thin side anyway, so I think I might have just a squidge just stuck in right there just to round it out a little bit more, because this side is just very angular, just so that it looks more even. But I'm so happy. I didn't do very much at all, and I think that it just looks really nice. It's not like too much to where it's like, oh dang, like, I mean, maybe it does look like, oh dang, lip plumpers. To me, I just feel like, oh, okay, good. I feel a bit younger. My lips were just getting so thin and they just looked so dry, and like not, they just were lacking. Like they just were very angular, very sharp. It made me feel like I always looked like I was in a bad mood because my lips were just so like pursed all the time, and I felt like I looked angry. So I just wanted to do, I literally told her I just want a little roundness. I just want to have a little bit more of a round shape up here versus so sharp and angular, just so that I look a little bit more youthful and a little bit friendlier. And then I just said that I wanted this corner to not look so like sad, and then just to like make my bottom, make it match. So that's what I asked for, and I'm so happy with how they turned out. I think they look so gorgeous, even from the side. Like, I'm just so happy. I love them. So it was really painful. I would highly recommend getting the numbing. I don't know if they do it without the numbing, but even with the numbing, it hurt a lot. The bottom lip was not very bad, but the two top lips, especially when they start to get into this area, ooh, my eyes were like, I was clenching my jaw so hard I thought I was gonna break a tooth. And my eyes were watering really bad, and like she was really gentle and very, very like, she was like, okay, 1, 2, 3. Like she would warn me each time, and I felt that she was doing it really nice and slowly, but like it was painful, and I was numbed for quite a while before. So just keep that in mind if you are thinking about it. Like, it hurt, and I've had 2 babies. Like, I'm not a wimp, but like it's just so sensitive in the lip. Like, oh, I just was not expecting it to be that painful. It's not like you can't handle it, but like it definitely is a jaw clencher for sure. I'm glad that it didn't take that long. Like, she was pretty quick with it. And like I said, once you got to the bottom, it wasn't terrible on the bottom. Like, I could do the bottom over again, no problem. But the top, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this again. And then when she showed me the mirror and I looked at it, I was like, okay, totally worth it. Like, it's totally worth it, because if it makes you feel better, what's a little bit of pain? But it's still sore. I had it done, what day is it today? Today is Friday. I had it done on Wednesday, so I'm on day, well, technically I had it Wednesday morning. So then Thursday was like Thursday morning was a full 24 hours. So I'm on a full 48 hours right now. So I could be swollen a little bit. I'm not sure. She said a couple of days I would be swollen for. So maybe I am still swollen. I hope that it doesn't go down any more than this, because this is where I really like it to be. But we shall see. But yeah, it's been 2 days, and you can see the bruising. Like, the bruising, it was quite a lot of bruising. But like I said, that was my first time ever getting it done. So I don't know if you bruise more the first time or if you always bruise. I have no clue. But now you guys know what the bruising looked like, and now you know how to cover it up. So hopefully you found this helpful. And yeah, I'm gonna link everything down below for you guys so that you guys can check out all the products I used. I think the key product would just be that concealer. You can use any type of foundation, any type of powder, but this concealer, a peach one, this one I really like. I like the formula of these ones, but a peach tone is gonna get rid of all of those blue, purpley kind of spots or veins or just, you know, bruises. So I hope you guys enjoyed and found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon.